Chosen one, listen closely. This is not just another message, it is a call written in the heavens specifically for you. Right now, at this very moment, a door is stirring before you, unseen, yet undeniable. Your spirit knows it, your heart has felt it, and even the world around you seems to hold its breath. You are on the edge of something extraordinary, something that will shift not only your path, but the very essence of who you are meant to become. Do not ignore this whisper within. It is the voice of destiny itself. For too long you have walked through seasons of waiting, where doors remained closed and answers seemed silent. Perhaps you questioned why your prayers lingered unanswered, why your efforts felt unnoticed, or why your faith seemed tested beyond measure. All of that, beloved one, has been preparation. Every closed door, every silent night, every moment of uncertainty has been a sacred shaping, molding you into a vessel ready for the revelation that is about to come. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, and this moment is extraordinary, because it has been crafted for you before the foundations of the earth. Today, a new realm is opening before you. It is a spiritual dimension where clarity replaces confusion, where sight beyond the physical emerges, and where the veils that once hid divine truths are lifted. God is opening your spiritual sight, and with it comes understanding far beyond what your mind could imagine. This is the hour where visions, confirmations, and insights that have felt distant suddenly become tangible. You will begin to perceive the whispers of heaven in the everyday moments of your life, and your awareness of divine movement will heighten in ways that feel both profound and personal. But hear this carefully, chosen one entering this new realm is not merely for comfort. It is a calling to see, to discern, and to act with faith. There will be moments that feel overwhelming, as if the world itself shifts around you. You may encounter challenges that seem sudden, yet these are part of the divine orchestration, carefully designed to refine your spirit and sharpen your resolve. What is coming is not for everyone. This is your season, your awakening, your preparation to step into what God has ordained for you. Stay with me, because in this prophetic message, the mysteries you have long sought will begin to unfold. Signs will appear, confirmations will resonate, and you will begin to recognize your place in the grand tapestry of divine purpose. By the end of this message, your heart will know the next chapter of your life is not only approaching, it is already being written, and you are at the center of it. As you step forward in faith, understand that this is not a message of human origin. It is the voice of heaven itself, a communication that transcends the limits of earthly understanding. The Spirit is moving now, not subtly, but with deliberate intention. You have felt the stirrings within, the nudges in your soul, the persistent knowing that something greater is unfolding. That is God speaking directly to your spirit. These words are not coincidence. They are divinely orchestrated. Every detail, every thought, every moment of preparation in your life has been aligned to bring you to this exact point. There is a sacredness to this moment that is unmistakable. The heavens themselves are leaning in the angels, awaiting their assignment, and the divine hand reaching down to open the path before you. You are being invited into a deeper connection, a place where the ordinary is stripped away, leaving only truth, clarity, and divine guidance. This is a realm where the veil between what is seen and unseen thins, where insight comes unasked for, and where the mysteries of your destiny begin to reveal themselves in ways that are unmistakably personal. Hear this clearly. The unfolding of your life has never been random. Every step you have taken, every challenge endured, every prayer whispered in the quiet of night has been counted, recorded, and prepared for this very hour. The Spirit is now amplifying your perception, granting you the ability to recognize the signs, understand the messages, and discern the movement of God in ways you could not before. This is not a gradual shift. It is a sudden clarity that pierces through the fog of uncertainty. You will begin to see patterns, connections, and confirmations that validate the unseen work God has been performing on your behalf. The magnitude of this revelation is greater than anything you have experienced. Your spirit is being awakened to dimensions of understanding that are eternal in nature. It is here that you will encounter divine alignment, where your decisions, your opportunities, and your encounters are synchronized with the will of God. The road ahead may seem mysterious, but it is guided with perfect precision. This is a divine invitation to step into the fullness of your purpose, to walk with awareness, and to act in alignment with what the heavens have ordained. As you listen and absorb this message, know that God is speaking in ways that cannot be ignored. The voice of the Spirit will manifest through dreams, impressions, and the subtle confirmations of daily life. You may feel a sense of sudden clarity in moments that were once confusing, a gentle peace where there was doubt, or a compelling pull toward choices that you might never have considered before. This is the work of the divine, making the unseen seen, the unknown known, and the delayed suddenly manifest. Allow yourself to be fully present in this revelation. There is a sacred purpose woven into every element of your journey. The Spirit is preparing you to receive what is coming, equipping you with insight, fortifying your heart, and establishing trust in the promises that have long been spoken over your life. This is the beginning of seeing with spiritual eyes, of discerning with a heart tuned to heaven, and of stepping into the unfolding destiny that has been waiting for you from the very beginning. Now, as your awareness expands, the vision of what is coming becomes clearer. You are entering a threshold, a spiritual doorway that has long been prepared for you. This is a realm where light pierces shadows, where clarity confronts confusion, and where the mysteries of your path are revealed in ways that feel personal, intimate, and transformative. The heavens are orchestrating a shift, a divine movement that cannot be delayed. Your life is poised to enter a season of revelation, a time where the hidden is exposed, the delayed is accelerated, and the unseen becomes unmistakably visible. Picture it, a radiant light descending, breaking through clouds that once seemed impenetrable. You are walking into that light, and with each step the veil lifts further. There are opportunities that have been waiting in the shadows, connections that have been divinely aligned, and blessings that have been held in reserve just for this moment. You may have felt the anticipation, the stirrings in your spirit, that something profound was imminent. This is it. The prophecy is now manifesting. This is also a season of heightened discernment. You will begin to perceive the forces around you with spiritual clarity. There are those who wish to see you remain in uncertainty, who have tried to cloud your vision, yet their schemes cannot withstand the light that is being unveiled. The Spirit is equipping you with awareness, revealing intentions, and showing you where to step and when to pause. You will see that every obstacle, every delay, every past disappointment was part of the divine calibration, setting the stage for this revelation. The message is not only of blessing, but of awakening. God is inviting you to see beyond the ordinary, to understand that your life is intricately connected to a higher purpose. This is a call to rise, to take your place as one who carries insight, wisdom, and influence in alignment with divine will. Doors that once seemed closed are now trembling. Pathways that appeared hidden are being illuminated. You are about to witness the unfolding of promises that have long been spoken over your life. Symbols will appear, light breaking through storm clouds, sudden clarity in moments of confusion, unexpected doors opening at the precise hour. Each of these is a confirmation, a signal that the prophecy is not abstract, but living, breathing, and moving in your life. You will begin to recognize the subtle orchestration of God's hand, the way circumstances are lining up, and the people who appear as instruments in the unfolding of your destiny. But this unveiling is not only for recognition, it is for preparation. The spiritual sight you are receiving is a tool, a gift, and a responsibility. You are being equipped to navigate new realms of understanding, to discern truth in the midst of uncertainty, and to move boldly where others may hesitate. The power of this prophecy is both illuminating and activating. It is awakening within you a sense of purpose so vivid that the ordinary will no longer satisfy you, and the extraordinary will become your standard. As you embrace this unfolding, know that the shift is both internal and external. Your heart will feel it first, a resonance, a knowing, a surge of clarity that cannot be denied. Then the world around you will begin to align in response. Events, conversations, and opportunities will confirm that this is not coincidence. This is the divine unveiling, a season of manifestation that has been perfectly timed for you. The heavens are declaring the waiting is over. The revelation is here, and the spiritual sight you have been longing for is now awakening. Step into this revelation with courage. The path before you is sacred, divinely appointed, and filled with signs that guide every step. Trust in what you see within your spirit, even when the external world cannot yet confirm it. This is your moment of awakening, your season of illumination, and the prophecy that has long been written over your life is now unfolding with power, precision, and unmistakable clarity. This awakening, this entrance into a new realm, is not merely about seeing it, is about understanding. Spiritual sight is never given for idle curiosity. It is a call to recognize the deeper patterns of life, to discern the threads of destiny woven by God, and to align your soul with the divine current that moves invisibly around you. The light you now perceive is both literal and metaphorical. A beacon guiding your steps, a lens through which truth becomes vivid, and a force that exposes what has long been hidden. Consider the storms you have endured. Each one seemingly chaotic and overwhelming has been a refining furnace, a sacred forge shaping your spirit. In these storms, the winds of uncertainty blew sharply against you, testing your resolve, questioning your faith, and stretching your endurance. But storms are not sent to destroy. They are sent to awaken. They reveal the hidden strength within the quiet resilience that cannot be shaken. Just as gold is refined by fire, your spirit has been purified in preparation for this moment of divine revelation. Every closed door, every silent prayer, every delay in your life is a spiritual metaphor, a season in which God was quietly aligning the pieces of your destiny. These delays are not denials. They are divine timing. They are seasons when your roots were deepening in unseen soil, preparing you to stand tall when the light finally breaks through. Each trial has been a teacher, each challenge a lesson, and each moment of waiting a sacred rehearsal for the unveiling of what is to come. Now, as the light opens before you, you are being invited to perceive not just the surface of life, but its spiritual architecture. You are stepping into a rhythm where destiny flows in patterns you can sense, where the choices you make ripple outward into eternal significance, and where the smallest decisions become amplified in divine orchestration. This is the meaning behind the prophecy that life is not random, that each step has been measured, and that God's timing is precise, often hidden, but always perfect. The imagery of doors is powerful here. The doors you have long sought, the opportunities you have yearned for, are not merely openings in the physical world, they are thresholds of transformation. Crossing these thresholds requires spiritual discernment. Some doors are meant to be entered immediately, others are to be observed until the timing is exact. The light of understanding guides you, and the Spirit whispers in your heart, step when the clarity is undeniable. Hesitation is not weakness, it is wisdom when guided by divine timing. Seasons, too, carry meaning. The seasons of your life are orchestrated with precision, the winter of waiting, the spring of revelation, the summer of action, and the autumn of harvest. Each season teaches something essential about patience, trust, and alignment with God's will. Just as the earth moves through cycles of growth unseen beneath the surface, so too does your spirit grow in ways invisible to the world. Spiritual sight allows you to perceive the rhythm, to anticipate the unfolding, and to act in harmony with the divine flow, rather than against it. Faith is the lens through which all of this becomes tangible. Without faith, light remains a flicker, doors remain locked, and patterns remain hidden. With faith, the unseen becomes clear, the unknown becomes navigable, and the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. Faith is not blind, it is spiritual vision in action. The knowing that what God has promised will manifest even before it appears in the physical realm. Transformation is the natural result of this awakening. As your sight sharpens, your understanding deepens, and your alignment with divine purpose strengthens, you begin to walk differently. You move with intention, speak with authority, and make decisions rooted in eternal insight rather than fleeting emotion. Your soul begins to resonate at a higher frequency, attracting experiences, people, and opportunities that correspond with your elevated vision. What once felt distant now appears within reach, and the path that seemed invisible becomes illuminated with unmistakable clarity. This revelation is not simply for observation, it is for embodiment. You are called to live in alignment with the truths you now perceive, to integrate the spiritual patterns into daily life, and to walk as a vessel through which divine wisdom flows. The prophecy is not complete until it moves through you, manifesting in both your actions and your spirit. The depth of this season lies not just in seeing, but in understanding, trusting, and acting in accordance with the vision you have been given. Every symbol, every sign, every subtle confirmation is layered with meaning. A sudden sunrise may speak of new beginnings. A breeze at the perfect moment may carry divine reassurance. Encounters with certain people may be orchestrated to confirm your path. Recognize these spiritual languages. They are the narrative God is writing across your life, and your eyes are finally opening to read it. As your spiritual sight awakens, the universe begins to speak in ways you can now perceive. Signs of confirmation will appear in your life, gentle yet undeniable, as if heaven itself is leaning close to whisper, "You are on the right path. Keep moving forward." These signs are not random coincidences. They are the fingerprints of divine orchestration, visible to those who have eyes to see and hearts attuned to the Spirit. You may notice subtle shifts in your surroundings first. A song on the radio, lyrics you hadn't noticed before, may echo exactly what you have been praying for. A stranger's words may resonate with an answer you've long sought delivered at precisely the right moment. Small synchronicities will begin to multiply, repeated numbers, fleeting glimpses of meaningful symbols or messages appearing in dreams that mirror your waking questions. Each of these is a confirmation that your steps are aligned with divine timing. Nature itself will begin to signal your path. A sudden wind that brushes past in a moment of contemplation may carry reassurance. Sunlight breaking through clouds at an unexpected hour may signal clarity where there was confusion. Birds, animals, or even patterns in your environment may appear repeatedly, drawing your attention to lessons and confirmations that are both personal and universal. The Spirit uses these signs as markers along your journey, guiding you toward the next step and validating your pursuit of divine purpose. Your inner awareness will also serve as a powerful confirmation. A surge of peace in moments of uncertainty, a deep inner knowing in decisions that once felt risky, or a sudden clarity in understanding complex situations are all indicators that God is speaking directly to your spirit. Pay attention to these promptings. They are the voice of guidance, distinct from fear or doubt, unmistakably rooted in divine wisdom. Relationships and encounters will shift as well. You may find that people appear in your life just when needed, offering guidance, encouragement, or opportunities that resonate with your divine path. Conversely, some individuals may fade away, no longer aligned with your season. These shifts are signs that your life is being realigned in accordance with the spiritual realm. Trust the timing of these appearances and departures. They are confirmations that the unseen forces of heaven are actively arranging your journey. Even your emotions can serve as signposts. Moments of unexpected joy, waves of courage, or a sudden sense of peace amid chaos are subtle confirmations that you are moving in alignment with God's plan. Conversely, moments of discomfort or restlessness may be signals that certain choices or environments no longer serve your highest purpose. These feelings, when acknowledged, become markers helping you navigate the path with awareness and intentionality. Take time to record and reflect on these confirmations. Keep a journal of patterns, visions, and symbolic events. Doing so will strengthen your trust in the process and help you recognize the narrative that God is unfolding. Remember, these signs are not for mere observation, they are for recognition, validation, and empowerment. As you notice them, your faith grows, your discernment sharpens, and your readiness to embrace the next stage of your journey deepens. Each confirmation, no matter how subtle, is a divine nod. You are seen, you are guided, and you are exactly where you need to be. Open your eyes, open your heart, and receive these signs with gratitude, knowing that the heavens are actively participating in your awakening and preparing you for the transformation ahead. Even as the doors of revelation open, it is important to understand that the path forward is not without trials. There are hidden challenges that will emerge often in ways that are subtle yet persistent. These are not punishments. They are tests designed to strengthen your spirit, refine your character, and prepare you for the fullness of what is coming. The very obstacles that might feel discouraging are in truth the instruments of divine shaping. Some challenges may appear as delays or setbacks. A plan that seems certain may stall a relationship, may shift unexpectedly, or an opportunity may require more patience than you anticipated. These moments are not signs of failure. They are pauses orchestrated by heaven to align your steps precisely with the timing of the unfolding prophecy. In these moments, your faith is tested not for the sake of proving you, but to deepen your trust in God's perfect orchestration. Other challenges may manifest as internal battles. Doubts that arise suddenly, fears that whisper in the quiet of the night, or a sense of heaviness that seems disproportionate to your circumstances. All of these are part of the unseen spiritual landscape. They test your ability to remain anchored in truth, to remember who you are, and to resist the pull of discouragement. The enemy will often attempt to cloud your perception, trying to convince you that the light you now see is temporary, that the promises are delayed beyond hope. But these are the very moments when your discernment and faith are most critical. Some obstacles may come in the form of external pressures. People may misunderstand your purpose, circumstances may challenge your resources, or the world may respond unpredictably to your spiritual awakening. These are not signs of weakness. They are tests of perseverance and courage. The Spirit equips you to face these challenges with clarity, wisdom, and a steadfast heart. Each trial is temporary, yet its lessons are eternal. Remember this, hidden challenges are often paired with hidden confirmations. When you encounter opposition, look closely for subtle signs of guidance, strength, or divine intervention. Sometimes the very obstacles that appear to block you are redirecting you to paths more aligned with your destiny. Sometimes the struggles are forming resilience and character that will sustain you when the revelation reaches its peak. Encouragement comes from knowing that you are not alone. The Spirit surrounds you with unseen allies, angels, divine strategies, and spiritual protection that move beyond your perception. The challenges you face are never greater than the power of God working on your behalf. You are equipped, fortified, and ready to endure, even when the tests feel intense or prolonged. Do not allow frustration or fear to cloud your vision. Instead, embrace each challenge as an invitation to deepen your faith, sharpen your discernment, and grow spiritually. The hidden struggles are signposts that you are entering new levels of spiritual maturity, levels that will make the blessings ahead not only sustainable, but transformational. Stay vigilant, stay prayerful, and stay anchored in truth. These challenges are temporary, but the victory you are being prepared for is eternal. The path is sacred, the tests are purposeful, and the reward awaiting you is worth every trial. As you stand on the threshold of this new spiritual realm, it is essential to move with intention. The awakening you are experiencing requires more than awareness. It demands preparation, alignment, and action. God is not simply opening doors for passive observation. He's equipping you to walk boldly through them, to engage with divine opportunities, and to manifest your destiny in both the spiritual and natural realms. The first instruction is to cultivate stillness. In the midst of chaos, doubt, and external noise, set aside daily time to connect with the Spirit. This stillness is not passive. It is active communion. Close your eyes, quiet your mind, and allow God to speak directly into your heart. In these moments, clarity will emerge. Guidance will be received, and the whispers of the Spirit will become unmistakable. Treat this as sacred appointment time with heaven. It is essential for discernment and alignment. Next, guard your thoughts. The mind is a battlefield, and the enemy will attempt to seed doubt, fear, and distraction. Pay careful attention to the inner dialogue that shapes your perception of reality. Replace fear with faith, uncertainty with trust, and distraction with focus on divine promises. Speak truth over yourself daily. Affirm your calling, your purpose, and your readiness to receive what God has prepared. Words are not mere expressions. They are instruments of power that align your spirit with the heavenly will. Prayer and declaration are the third step. Beyond quiet communion, actively declare the promises of God over your life. Speak them aloud, write them down, and claim them with confidence. This is not arrogance. It is participation with heaven's plan. When you declare the truth, you activate spiritual authority in your life, breaking chains of delay and inviting divine acceleration. Make these declarations specific to your situation. The doors you are waiting to open, the clarity you are seeking, and the transformation you are expecting. Foster discernment through reflection. Take inventory of your surroundings, relationships, and decisions. Consider where your energies are invested and whether these areas align with your spiritual purpose. God will often use challenges, confirmations, and subtle nudges to guide your attention. Reflecting on these patterns strengthens your ability to discern the next right step, distinguishing between what is divinely aligned and what may distract or mislead you. Engage in acts of service and generosity. The spiritual principle is clear: as you give, you receive. As you bless, you are blessed. Your engagement in acts of kindness, encouragement, and support will open doors that mere ambition cannot. These actions are tangible expressions of divine alignment, creating spiritual momentum that aligns with the unfolding prophecy in your life. Do not underestimate the power of a small gesture offered in faith. It ripples far beyond what the eye can see. Maintain vigilance over your spiritual environment. Just as light reveals, so does darkness attempt to obscure. Be mindful of influences that cloud your perception, drain your energy, or distort your vision. Surround yourself with affirming, spiritually aligned sources. Books, music, mentors, and community that strengthen your focus and reinforce the truths you are awakening to. Boundaries are not restrictive. They are protective, creating space for divine revelation to flourish. Finally, act promptly when guidance arises. The Spirit will prompt you, sometimes gently, sometimes urgently. Delay can dull momentum. When you sense clarity or confirmation, step forward with courage. Your readiness to act in alignment with divine instruction amplifies the manifestation of promises. Hesitation, while human, can slow progress, but decisive obedience brings acceleration, revelation, and the opening of doors that have long awaited your engagement. Remember, these steps are not burdens, they are empowerment. You are being entrusted with insight, responsibility, and opportunity. To prepare is to participate, to align, and to co-create with heaven. Each intentional act, each focused thought, and each moment of communion strengthens your position in this new realm. The instructions are sacred because they are practical, actionable, and directly connected to the fulfillment of your destiny. Move with faith. Move with clarity. Move with purpose. The Spirit has provided the roadmap. Your obedience transforms instruction into reality. These steps are your bridge from revelation to manifestation, from awakening to fulfillment, and from preparation to breakthrough. As you move forward, remember this: you are never alone. The very hand of God is upon you, shielding, guiding, and fortifying your steps. Divine protection surrounds you in ways both seen and unseen, creating a spiritual barrier that preserves your peace, clarity, and purpose. Even when challenges seem daunting, know that the forces of heaven are at work orchestrating your defense and ensuring your journey unfolds according to divine wisdom. Picture yourself enveloped in a radiant light, a fortress of grace and love that no darkness can penetrate. Every thought, every action, every intention aligned with God's will is amplified by this protective presence. Angels are assigned to guide your steps, guard your heart, and ward off spiritual attacks. You may not see them with your physical eyes, but their influence is tangible in your growing confidence, resilience, and the calm assurance that fills your spirit. Your life choices and revelations are being watched over with meticulous care. The same hand that orchestrates your destiny also shields you from harm that is unseen and redirects forces that would hinder your progress. The protection is both preventative and active, covering your mind, heart, and spirit, while also preparing the environment to support your breakthroughs. This is not theoretical. It is practical, ongoing, and intimately personal. Trust is essential in this process. When you feel pressure, uncertainty, or moments of fear, let these experiences remind you that protection does not remove challenges. It equips you to face them without being consumed. You are surrounded by a presence that reassures, strengthens, and reminds you of your sacred alignment. The storms you encounter cannot overwhelm you. They can only refine the courage and faith that are already within. Assurance comes from understanding that you are part of a divine plan far greater than what you perceive. Every detail of your journey is known. Every season is timed perfectly, and every opportunity to act is guided. The spiritual shield around you is not passive. It interacts with your faith. As your trust grows, the protection strengthens, creating a dynamic environment where divine favor flows freely and resistance is minimized. Visualize this protective energy flowing through your daily life. In your home, your work, and your interactions, an invisible layer of divine defense accompanies you. Negative words, attacks, or distractions are repelled before they reach your heart. You are safe, guided, and continually aligned with the Spirit. Even the whispers of doubt or fear that attempt to unsettle you are met with divine reassurance, reminding you that your path is secure and your purpose is unshakable. Let this truth anchor your soul. Nothing can separate you from the power of God moving in your life. No unseen force, circumstance, or human intention can override the divine protection that envelops you. You are seen, guarded, and loved beyond measure. This assurance is not temporary. It is eternal in its foundation, a constant companion that strengthens your resolve and peace. Take comfort in this presence, breathe it in, and walk forward with confidence. Every step is covered, every decision supported, and every breakthrough guarded. The spiritual reality of protection ensures that you can move boldly, act decisively, and embrace your destiny without fear. You are never alone. You are fully surrounded by the unshakable, unfailing assurance of God's love and protection. Now envision the transformation that awaits you. This is not merely a change in circumstance, it is a metamorphosis of the spirit, mind, and heart. The spiritual sight you have been given, the clarity you have cultivated, and the preparation you have undertaken converge to create a new version of yourself, stronger, wiser, and aligned with the purposes of heaven. The transformation is both internal and external, reshaping your perception of life, your relationships, and your destiny. Emotionally, you will feel a weight lifted. The burdens of past disappointments, hidden fears, and long seasons of waiting begin to dissolve in the light of revelation. Peace settles into your heart in a way that feels both profound and liberating. Gratitude flows naturally, not forced, as you recognize the intricate workings of divine orchestration in your journey. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable now stand as milestones marking your resilience and faith. You will look back and see that every trial was a stepping stone toward this season of fulfillment. Spiritually, your alignment with God becomes more tangible. Your intuition sharpens your discernment, deepens, and your ability to recognize divine direction becomes instinctive. You begin to operate in a rhythm where faith and action merge seamlessly, where your choices resonate with heaven's timing, and where every decision carries purpose. This is the essence of fulfillment, living fully in the awareness of your divine calling and walking in harmony with the forces that shape your destiny. The transformation also manifests in your relationships and environment. You will attract connections that align with your vision, opportunities that reflect your preparation, and experiences that mirror the spiritual principles you have embraced. Doors that were once closed now swing open with ease. The people and circumstances around you begin to support, encourage, and amplify your path. This is a season of visible manifestation where the unseen work of heaven becomes evident in tangible realities. Your identity shifts. You no longer see yourself as limited by past setbacks or defined by delays. Instead, you embrace a profound sense of empowerment, a recognition that your life is a living testimony of divine faithfulness. Confidence and humility coexist for you. Understand that the transformation is not of your own making. It is the result of God's careful design, preparation, and guidance. This awareness transforms your approach to challenges, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth and revelation. The emotional impact is equally profound. Joy, peace, and hope become constant companions, replacing anxiety, doubt, and hesitation. You carry a sense of anticipation for each day, knowing that every moment can reveal new insight, connection, or blessing. Gratitude becomes the lens through which you view life, enhancing every experience and amplifying the power of the spiritual sight you now possess. Transformation also brings responsibility. As you ascend into this new realm, you are called to act as a beacon for others. Your growth, insight, and discernment are not meant to remain isolated. They ripple outward, influencing and inspiring those around you. Fulfillment is not selfish. It is a channel through which divine purpose flows, touching lives, opening eyes, and planting seeds of faith and hope in the world. Step into this transformation with courage, readiness, and joy. Let your heart embrace the new clarity, your spirit rejoice in the divine alignment, and your actions reflect the awakening that has taken root. The fulfillment that awaits you is not just a promise, it is a living reality crafted with precision by heaven and now ready for your reception. The light before you is bright. The path is certain, and your spirit is prepared to thrive in this new realm of divine possibility. As this message draws to a close, take a moment to anchor yourself in the truths you have received. The revelations, confirmations, and guidance are not fleeting. They are woven into your spirit, ready to manifest in your life. To strengthen your connection with this awakening, speak these affirmations aloud. Let them resonate within your heart, embedding the power of divine truth into every fiber of your being. 1. I am aligned with God's perfect timing and purpose. Repeat this to remember that every step, delay, and breakthrough is orchestrated by divine wisdom. 2. I see clearly with spiritual insight and act with discernment. Allow this affirmation to remind you that your spiritual sight is a gift to navigate life with clarity and confidence. 3. I am protected, guided, and empowered in every season. Let this settle peace into your soul knowing that divine protection surrounds you in ways seen and unseen. 4. I embrace transformation and receive fulfillment with gratitude. Speak this with conviction, opening your heart fully to the blessings and growth awaiting you. Carry these affirmations throughout your days, allowing them to shape your perception, strengthen your faith, and affirm your calling. They are keys to walking in alignment, reinforcing the truths that have been revealed and creating a rhythm of spiritual empowerment. Now receive this prophetic blessing over your life. The Spirit of God surrounds you with light, clarity, and protection. Doors that were once hidden are now opening before you. Your eyes are lifted to perceive what others cannot. Your heart is fortified to endure what others cannot, and your steps are guided into the fullness of your destiny. Every promise spoken over you, every prayer whispered in secret, and every season of preparation is now converging to reveal the manifestation of divine purpose. May your path be illuminated with insight. May your spirit be strengthened with courage, and may your heart overflow with peace. Receive the alignment, embrace the transformation, and move forward in confidence, knowing that God Himself goes before you, walks beside you, and upholds you in every moment. As you step into this new realm, remember your awakening is not only for yourself. It is a beacon for others, a testimony of faith, and a living declaration of heaven's perfect timing. Stand tall, walk boldly, and rejoice in the fullness of the journey that lies ahead. The doors are open. The light is shining. The blessings are ready. Receive them with faith, gratitude, and unwavering trust. Your new realm awaits, and your destiny is now in motion.